Hello student, welcome back to Easy Maths tutorial YouTube channel. Now we are going to discuss about the closure property. Two integers a and b that are added and multiplied remains as integer. ተማሪዎች closure property የምንለው ሁለት ኢንቲጀሮች ተደምረውና ተባዝተው የሚመጡት ኢንቲጀር ከሆኑ በአዲሽን እና በመልቲፕሊኬሽን ላይ ክሎዥር ፕሮፐርቲ ትሩ ነው ማለት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ 3 ሲደመር 5 እኩል ይሆናል 8 ነው። 3 ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ 5ም ኢንቲጀር ነው። መልሱም 8 ደግሞ ኢንቲጀር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ሌላ ደግሞ ምንድነው 3 ሲባዛ 5 እኩል ይሆናል 15 ነው። 3 ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ 5ም ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ 15ም ኢንቲጀር ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ closure property in addition እና closure property in multiplication ምንድነው ማለት ነው? ፕሮፐርቲው ትሩ ነው ማለት ነው። good closure property በሰብትራክሽን ላይ ትሩ ነው ወይስ አይደለም የሚለውን ደግሞ በቀጣይ እንመለከታለን። a እና b ኢንቲጀር ቢሆኑ a - b ኢንቲጀር ይሆናል የሚል ጥያቄ ነው። ይህን ጥያቄ እስቲ እንመለከታለን። 3 ሲቀነስ 5 እኩል ይሆናል -2 ይሆናል። ኢንቲጀር ነው 3፣ 5ም ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ -2ም ኢንቲጀር ነው። 5 ሲቀነስ 3 ደግሞ 2 ይሆናል። 5ም ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ 3ም ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ 2ም ኢንቲጀር ነው። ስለዚህ ሰብትራክሽን በክሎዥር ፕሮፐርቲ ላይ ትሩ ነው ማለት ነው። it is also closed under subtraction. That is correct. Good student. The next one is commutative property. Commutative property, changing the order of the addends or the factors does not affect the result. that means ምን ማለት ነው? የመደመርና የማባዛት የቦታ ቀይር ባህሪ እንደሆነ እንመለከታለን። commutative property a plus b is equals to b plus a and a times b is equals to b times a. a እና b ኢንቲጀር ስለሆኑ a plus b ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ b plus a ኢንቲጀር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። at the same time a times b ኢንቲጀር ነው፣ እኩል ይሆናል b times a ኢንቲጀር ስለሆኑ commutative property under integer closed ነው ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ 3 ሲደመር 5 እኩል ይሆናል 8 ይሆናል እና ስለዚህ 5 ሲደመር 3 8 ነው የሚሆነው። ስለዚህ እነዚህ እኩል ስለሆኑ commutative property true ነው ማለት ነው። ሶስት associative property ይባላል። 3 ሲደመር በቅንፍ ውስጥ the bracket 5 plus 2 is equals to by taking 5 plus 2 changing the position the bracket plus out of bracket plus 3 ይህም commutative property true ያደርገዋል ማለት ነው። ይህም 10 ነው። በዚህ በኩል በራይት ሳይድ ያለው 10 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። በመልቲፕሊኬሽን ላይ ስንመለከት 3 times 5 and 5 times 3 is 15 and also the left side is 15 and also the right side is 15 is equal to 15 is equals to 15. That's the same. Just like that, 2 times in the bracket 3 times 4 is equals to in the bracket 3 times 4 times 2 is commutative That is true. 3 in the bracket 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24. On the right side 3 times 4 is 12 times 2 is 24. So both the left and right side equations are equal. We call it what? Commutative property in multiplication is true. Commutative property of addition is true, and commutative property of multiplication is true. So associative property, changing the grouping of the addends or the factors does not affect the result. የመደመርና የማባዛት ቁጥሮችን ግሩፕ በማድረግ ብንጠቀም ሪዛልቱን ወይም ውጤቱን ምንም አይነት አፌክት የሚያደርግ ነገር የለም። ስለዚህ a plus b in the bracket plus c is equals to a plus in the bracket b plus c. That means a plus b is in the bracket plus out of bracket c is equals to out of bracket a plus in the bracket b plus c is associative property. a ምን እንላለን? a plus b በብራኬት ውስጥ ሆኖ ሲ ደግሞ ከብራኬት ውጪ ቢሆን እንዲሁ ደግሞ ኤን ከብራኬት ውጪ ብናረግና ቢን እና ሲን ብራኬት ውስጥ አድርገን ብንደምር ይሄ ምንም አይነት ለውጥ አያመጣም በሪዛልቱ ላይ። በተጨማሪም a times b in the bracket time out of bracket c is equals to out of bracket a time in the bracket b times c is associative property. So those are does not affect the result when we multiply the numbers. አሁን ደግሞ ቁጥሮችን በመተካት ቼክ እናደርጋለን። 3 plus 5 in the bracket out of bracket plus 2 is equals to 3 out of bracket plus in the bracket 5 plus 2 is the same. First 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 2 is 10 in the left. In the right side in the bracket 5 plus 2 is 7 out of bracket plus 3 is 10. 10 is equals to 10. That's correct. multiplication ላይም ቼክ እናደርጋለን። 2 times 3 in the bracket out of bracket times 4 is equals to out of bracket 2 times in the bracket 3 times 4. So in the left side 2 times 3 is 6 times 4 is equals to 2 times 12 in the bracket 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so 6 times 4 is 24. Then in the left side right side 2 times 12 is 24. That's equal. So therefore we call it what? Associative property is in addition and in multiplication true. Associative property of addition is true, and also associative property of multiplication in integer is true. distributive property አሁን ተማሪዎች ወደ distributive property እንሸጋገራለን distributive property የሚለው ምንድነው ዴፊኒሽኑ for any integers a b and c a time in the bracket b plus c is equals to by taking a time b plus and a time c that we call it that what distributive property in integers. That is correct, yeah. In subtraction, a time in the bracket b minus c is a time b minus a times c. That's true. By checking, replacing the numbers, negative 6 times 5 is negative 13 is minus. Negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. Yes. Plus negative 6 times negative 6 times 3. So negative 6 times 5 is negative 30 plus time minus is negative. So the answer is negative 48. By checking, first adding the bracket numbers, 6 times in the bracket 5 plus 3 is 8. That's negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. That's correct. Let's check by subtraction. By taking 4 times 4 is minus 4 times 2. That's 4 times 4 is 16 and minus 4 times 2 is 8. Then we have 8. Just in the left side, 4 times 2 is 8. So distributive property over addition is true. Using distributive property to find each product. Let's see. First, 8 times 13 is equals to, by distributing the numbers, 8 times 10 plus 3 then 8 times 10 plus 3 means 8 times 10 plus 8 times 3. That's what 8 times 10 is 18 plus 8 times 3 is 24. Their sum is 104. Second, 7 times 104 means 7 times 100 plus 4. By taking 104. Then 7 times 100 plus 7 times 4. We have 700 plus 28. Then we have what? 728. That's the answer. ተማሪዎች ይሄ የዲስትሪቢዩሽን ፕሮፐርቲ ነው። በዲስትሪቢዩቲቭ ፕሮፐርቲ በሰጠን ሁለት ቁጥሮች ፕሮዳክት ላይ እንዴት ማግኘት እንዳለብን የሚያሳይ ነው። ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን እንዳዘነጉ። ስለተከታተላችሁ አመሰግናለሁ። Thank you. Goodbye.